Are you looking at the strategy, have the right team, but are still failing? Fix these 5 things that I'm going to talk about today, and you'll be able to beat it no problem. Here's a quick day 5 progression update of where I'm at compared to you. Let me know where you're at. I'm still not completely done with today. I got about 6 more refreshes. Wanted to make sure I get a video in. Count level 35 right now. This opens up hell mode. It's time for mythic gear. Here's my roster: 6-star Leanne and also 6-star Gray. Yes, I 6-star Gray. My next 6-star is going to beat the Ditting, whatever. I need a single target damage dealer who's also neutral dark. I can bring him anywhere. I think he's currently the best SR damage dealer, so I'll be building him next. Couple 5 stars: Hell Kid, number 41, Kraken, also Marvel, and any other hero I use I keep at 4-star until I need that extra speed boost. You may be already aware, if you upgrade them to 5-star, that's when their base speed increases, as well as 6-star base speed increases. Also, big tip here real quick. If you started from day 1, you have 2 days remaining to do this Animus reconfigure. First one's free. You can do this up to 5 times by spending crystals. This may be the time for you to maybe reset Leanne. I personally am not going to do that. I like Leanne. Just throwing that out there. Grim Pursuit for shells. I am at Whitney hard. I'm going to try to beat Nightmare today. Currently today, all I'm doing is farming Nightmare 3 Doki. The team I'm using: number 41, Marvel, Gray, Hell Kid, yes, a fire unit, and Kraken. Beats it 100% of the time. Gray's skill 2 and 3 are max skilled, so the AoE is constant. Kraken's S3 is max skilled for max cooldown and better chances to freeze. Number 41 is completely skilled up for that speed buff of the stats and also for the skill 2, skill 3 cooldowns. But yeah, Kraken's awesome. He's probably my favorite SR. Freezes everybody, no big deal. Terrormaton, also Nightmare 3 done. I'm working on my team for Hell. Really, it's just a stat check right now and damage check. Investigation completely done, because I also completed the whole main story. All the GP outposts, I'm around stage 10 or 11. Echoes, I am at Dahlia, which I haven't pushed this too much yet today. I'll do that when all my energy's done. And Ember Trek, I'm currently at stage 14. This is a lot of time consuming, so I typically do this at the end of the day as well when all my energy's gone. I highly recommend to do this as early as possible when you can. The rewards are worth it. Shadow Prince, Latisse, Summons, also this supply hub. When you land on the upgraded S tier, I've gotten great rewards from that. But let's just say you're trying to beat Nightmare 3 for the first time. You're having issues with it. You go to the strategy book and you see a team that you have all the heroes for. Now, why can't you beat it? Besides spending money to progress quicker, to get quick clear times, all that. Maybe your favorite streamer or YouTuber told you a team comp that will beat it and you still can't. Before you do that, you really need to make sure to watch your auto team. There's many different things and reasons why your team is failing when others say it isn't. You really need to make sure and look at your heroes, see what they're doing. Does Dina's defense land? Yeah, but does her other debuffs land? No. So you may need to do some things to fix that. Does Leanne crit on all of her hits? Maybe one of your heroes die. All of these things will be discussed here. I changed my team around just a little bit just to show you I can beat it with this exact same team. But for some reason, this isn't 100%. System collapse. It can be frustrating. A lot of my subscribers in my Discord are asking me these same questions. Why am I failing this dungeon? And it's always the 5 same things. Number 1 is your damage dealers. Are they critting? I've seen a lot of builds like this. High attack, high crit damage, but super low crit rate. You need to build your damage dealers to guarantee crit. It's the biggest thing of progression there can be. If your damage dealers are not critting, 9 times out of 10, that is the reason why you're failing. You're going to want to put crit rate as a main stat. It may be 1 to 2 spots just to get that crit rate to where you want it. Now her crit rate's at 75%. She gets element advantage 15%. So now she's critting 90% of the time. I lose crit damage because of this, But crit damage does not matter if you do not crit. You may even need the plus 15 certain modules that you do not want to. The second reason is accuracy. This is the same thing as crit rate. You need to put effect accuracy as a main stat. Effect accuracy is just as important as crit rate for these debuffers or supports. And again, you may need to plus 15 it. Now you're at 91% accuracy instead of 37. Something that helps as well that you can't really control for crit rate and accuracy is dupes. Dupes can extremely improve your performance. You start getting more dupes, you start getting more stats, and hey, you get crit rate, for example, for Leanne. Same with Marvel. Stats, hey, effect accuracy, perfect. But these are things you cannot control. The way you control this is by putting the correct main stat on your heroes. The third reason you may fail is skill ups. You need to know what skills need to be leveled up first and how that affects your team. If you have high accuracy on Marvel and you're still not getting that debuff, you need to skill up his third skill so that you have an increased chance to lower the turn meter all the way up to max to get an increased effect of 40% turn meter down. Maybe your team's slow. Get some extra speed by getting these speed modules from the skills. 4 speed, 8 speed, that's 12 extra speed just by skilling up. Boosting your damage dealer's main skill. Increases damage multiplier. This is an extra 40% multiplier. The biggest Chad of them all, Gray. When you max his second skill and also his third skill, he's doing AoE damage on every other turn. Fourth reason you're dying is survivability. As a support, she's meant to be fast and to not die. Support your team, but don't die, because if you die, you're not supporting your team. Increase your modules to at least plus 12. Make sure they got defense bonus, HP bonuses. Another huge thing is to level up at least plus 12 the 3 modules on the left. Not only that, you may need to upgrade their star level. Again, making them more tanky. Also survivability, this includes prowess. You can get a ton of base stats just by leveling up the prowess before you get to the lattice upgrade. You get a ton more defense here, and you get a ton more HP here. The last reason, number 5, speed tuning. You need to make sure you speed tune your team right. Your attack buff, crit damage buff, or turn meter booster, they need to be first. Same with your support. Again, they need to be first or second. Your debuffer, the defense down, needs to be third. And then lastly, the last 2 spots, either 2 damage dealers or another slash hybrid damage dealer, they need to be 4th and 5th. If you have Leanne faster than you do Dina, then that's your problem. I see this all the time. Now that I changed Leanne's crit rate to what it was before, but with better crit rate, right? Now it's 90% with the element advantage, right? Defense down, is it gonna land because of Dina's accuracy? Perfect. And then we got Hell Kid doing more damage, shielding, immunity. Now, does she crit on every hit? Yes, she does, of course. That's 30,000 damage on that skill. The boss is already at 1/3 health. Where before, without critting, the damage was like 11,000, 12,000, something like that. Again, it's just highly important that these things are done properly. These are the reasons why you're failing. With those changes, the same team that failed has now beat it. If you ended up liking this video, make sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.